So I'm here with John from Dream Theater.
Hello.
Hello. You were here in August.
Yes.
To promote your album that was released in September. And it has been very well received, and you were even nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
That's pretty wild. Yeah, it's something that it's hard to get used to. You know, for us, we've been playing this music for years and years and years, and you know, it's always been something that we just love to do. We love to play progressive music, metal music, and do our thing. And throughout the years, we've been touring around the world, and we find that there's people all over that like the same kind of thing. But to get that kind of recognition, it's not something that really has happened to us before until you know, the previous album.
Yeah.
We got our first one, and we were just like blown away.
Yeah.
And now to have 2 years in a row for another
That's
song,
amazing.
yeah, it's amazing. So just, you know, we're just stunned and really happy, and it's great recognition. We're honored by it.
Yeah, but
really
it feels a bit like progressive music had been a bit of a revival the last 2 years.
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
I'm not really sure why. You know, I see a lot of like sort of splintering of the style. You know, where there's like younger guys and younger bands that are infusing it into their thing, and you know, with youth, things become renewed.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know if it's just like we've been doing it for so long that it kind of came full circle, and all the fans of ours had kids.
Yeah.
That's how old we are.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so, you know, so we see like a lot of younger people at our shows, and like I said, I see the different, you know, bands putting out music, infusing the progressive style, and to me, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I think the more people wanting to play and be experimental with music, it's amazing.
I hear that you have very high work ethics, that even on days off you want to do things like you do clinics and meet and greets and stuff. That's true.
Yeah, we try to, you know, a big part of what we do is touring, and so we play all over the world, and we spend a lot of time on the road. So you know, we're happy to maximize that time, and if anything, yeah, the days off I don't really like too much.
No?
Yeah, kind of get bored.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, I'll bring a guitar with me or whatever, or we'll do things. And the show days are filled, as we can see here, doing press and the show and meet and greets, and we like to have kind of full packed days, and the show itself is 3 hours long.
Yeah.
So by the end of the night, you feel like you had to...
You have energy still, or...?
Not really.
No? You just fall asleep.
After, yeah. As soon as the last note...
Adrenaline, and then...
Exactly, yeah.
You also produced this album.
Yes.
Was it hard for you to both, you know, focus on your performance and all other aspects of the album?
Well, I kind of wrote a song about that.
Oh, you did?
On the album. The album, The Bigger Picture, is the album. The song, The Bigger Picture, on the new album, it is kind of like my way of personifying that process.
Okay.
You know, so all of the metaphors and things that I'm using throughout it are all sort of related to how it feels to go through the creative process from the inside, and then how to be able to step outside of that and see the bigger picture, and make sure that you're you know, you're staying on the path, even though it might kind of go off, or maybe you might be dimly lit in some places, or you might go some places you didn't expect, but that you're maintaining this kind of clear vision as to what the whole thing is supposed to be in the end. And yeah, you have to kind of step outside of those two roles.
It's been a lot of killing your darlings sort of thing, or...
Yeah, well, it's weird because there's a lot of things that end up not being used, and you know, things that you get so close to, but then you just have to step away and say it's not the right thing.
But do you save that for later, or do you just
sometimes,
like,
sometimes not. Yeah, sometimes not. We have a lot of unused ideas.
So they could fill up like a few albums.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have tons. with this band, there's never a shortage of ideas. Everybody has is very creative people.
So what's next then after this tour? You just started, but you have another long leg. What's next for you?
You know what? The main thing that's on our agenda is touring. You know, the album came out in the fall, and touring for us started with this first European leg. As you said, we have a North American run happening. We'll be back for festivals in July, and we have a whole bunch of other places to go into. You know, for us, we like to do a complete world tour, so we go into Asia and Australia and South America, as we're here in Europe and North America. And just what we'll be doing for the next few months.
Is there a difference in the response from where the different, like Europe, America, Asia?
Yeah, all the audiences are different for sure. Even within Europe, you know, you can't even just lump that in. Depending on the country, there's
even the city, maybe. If you
or the city, sure. Yeah, some places are just known to be wild and crazy and loud and singing everything, and some places are a little bit more attentive. But the thing I find that all the different cities and countries have in common is it seems like people are really happy to be there. You know, it seems like, you know, if you spent the time to make the time to come to the show and you paid the money and you're listening to music for that long, for 3 hours.
Yes, 3 hours.
And you're still there, and by the end of the night, you know, your hands up in the air and you're smiling. Like, that's just this great feeling for us. And so that's what all those audiences have in common to us is, again, that we're part of this sort of mutual community, and you know, we to us that's really important. So we try to put on the best show we can possibly.
You're in it together.
Yeah,
with the fans.
Exactly. Well, that's why the tour is called Along for the Ride.
Yeah, that's a great name.
There you go.
So, looking forward to see you tonight for 3 whole hours.
All right.
And good luck, and thank you so much, John. And thank you for watching.
Bye bye.